Welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing Diriangén FC 0, CD Olimpia 4 in the first leg of the quarterfinals of the 2022 Scotiabank CONCACAF League. 0-4 Diriangén contra Olimpia en la Liga CONCACAF de Scotiabank 2022 Quartos de Final Partido Ida. Olimpia, I wouldn't say as easy as you like, but they got it done. 4 away goals, that means the tie's over. Hate to say it, but it's true. And Diriangén wasn't even that bad. They got scored on 4 times, but they could have scored a couple of times themselves. But they didn't. So the tie's over. We'll get into that. Goals are scored as follows in the 5th minute. Olimpia, early on, Brian Moya gets the ball from an angle, shoots it to the far post, into the side of the far post, in the goal. Easy as you like. 1-0, 0-1, Olimpia. Then in the 19th minute, Jerry Bankston, ball crossed in for him, perfect ball in behind. Diving header by Jerry Bankston off his return from suspension in CONCACAF League. Easy as you like. Basically in the center of the goal, but he scores and makes it 2-0, 0-2, Olimpia. Then, in the 41st minute, Edwin Rodriguez basically shoots it down the center while the goalkeeper's diving. Banger of a shot, fools the goalkeeper, makes it 3-0, 0-3. Olimpia halftime, 0-3. 0-3 for Olimpia going into the halftime break. And let's be honest, yes, the first 5-10 minutes, Diriangén looked like they were just as possible to score as Olimpia was. But they didn't. They didn't. And that's the thing. Then Olimpia just took full control after the first 10 minutes until the halftime whistle. But then after halftime, they sort of pulled the foot off the accelerator, pulled the foot off the gas pedal, and Diriangén grew into the game. They grew into the game. They almost scored a couple of goals. I'm shocked they didn't. They looked like they were dicing up that Olimpia midfield and defense. After the 60th minute, for the last 20-something, 30-something minutes of the game, more like 30-something minutes of the game. No, I'd say about the 85th minute, it sort of died out. They sort of accepted their fate. But speaking of fate, 90+1, Jorge Penguche gets the ball in the box, bangs it in, sort of just pops it in the net. Not the greatest shot, not the strongest shot, but it does enough. Scores a goal. 4-0, 0-4, Olimpia. That's the way it would end. 4-0 on the night for Olimpia. 0-4. Olimpia victorious on the night. Stats are as follows. 8 shots to 12. 5 shots on goal to 7. 56% possession to 44% possession, 474 passes to 363, 94% pass accuracy to 85% pass accuracy, 13 fouls to 11, 1 offside to 2, 2 yellow cards to 2, no red cards on either side, and 8 corners to 3. The thing with this game is Diriangén did not play horribly. Olimpia did show their quality. They did show that they were the better team. They showed they deservedly are the favorites in this tie. But what they didn't show is that they can be, or what they also showed is they can be beatable. It wasn't complete domination from Olimpia. It legitimately wasn't. Yes, they scored 4 away goals. The scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. I said this last night with the Open Cup final around halftime. Sometimes the box score and the scoreline doesn't tell you the whole story of the game. It doesn't. And if you think it does, you're a casual. And on this channel, well, casuals aren't our thing. I like to enlighten people, but casuals, I'll enlighten a casual. I'll teach a casual, but even if you last on this channel for a month, you will not be a casual anymore. So if you walk in the door a casual, you won't be in a month, but I can guarantee you that. But with that being said, if you think the box score, it tells you exactly what happened in the game or the score line, you're a casual. It doesn't. 4-0, yes, Olimpia had 4 great chances that they put away, and they had a couple more that they didn't. Yes, it's 4 away goals. Yes, the tie is over. It is. That's the facts. Even though Diriangén didn't play that horribly, they played well. I thought they played, considering their stature to Olimpia's, they played well. They played at home. They played well. I thought they could have scored a goal or two, which could have made this a lot more different going in to Honduras next week. Would they still have to win 3-0 and get a winning result and win by multiple goals? Yes. Was that possible? Probably not. But it was a lot easier than going there down 4-0 and pretty much having to win 5-0 or 5-1. Yeah, hard to do. Well, actually, no, 4-0 would make it a penalty shootout. They could do that too. But, oh, wait, that's the same situation Toronto FC was in against Independiente. Yeah, no, you're not doing it. If Toronto FC couldn't come back from that, I'm sorry, Diriangén, you are not coming back from this. Because compared to us, even the shit version of Toronto FC, you're nothing. You're nothing. So, yeah. Especially, and also compared to Olimpia, you're a minnow. They played well, don't get me wrong, but I guarantee you, they do not have the chutzpah, the heart to go down there knowing this is pretty much over and play well. Go down to Honduras and play well. No, I don't think so. I think they know it's over. I think they know. What's the point? Why are we playing this next 90 minutes? I think they know that. I think we all know that. So are they going to get stomped in again and probably actually stomped in? I would guess so, but even if they don't, so it's a 0-0 draw or a 1-1 draw. It doesn't change anything at all. Maybe gets Diriangén an extra point to try to qualify for Champions League as a losing quarterfinalist. Who knows? We'll find out. But even then, they'll still probably have to win on the night just to even have a chance of qualifying for Champions League as a losing quarterfinalist. Maybe that's what they're going for. They do have that extra carrot to dangle in front of them, so maybe they do have the heart, but the tie is dead. Champions League, I'd say 80% likely it is for y'all, but there's still a chance. Depending on results, there's still a chance. We'll see, though, going into Thursday. But I'm not covering a game just because of Champions League qualification. You're out. You're out. So, even if you make Champions League, I'll talk about it in the recap, the quarterfinals recap. With that being said, looks like 4-0 in the quarterfinals for my predictions so far. We have next week to figure out if that's true. But, well, actually, no. Tauto's going away, but if they scored, that's away goals. So, yeah, I'd say looks like 4-0, maybe 3-1 on quarterfinal predictions, but we shall see. But Olimpia were more clinical. They weren't the better team. They pulled off the gas. They didn't show exactly their best. They showed good enough to look like it's their best, but if you really watch the game, it wasn't great. Or how I put this. It was good. It was damn good, but it wasn't perfect. There were some signs and some red flags in that performance that definitely shows that, hey, Motagua could take advantage of that. A weaker defense, or Alajuelense or Real España could, if that comes to the final. Olimpia are not the crowned the anointed winners yet. They're not. Even if they win this tie and slap Diriangén around in the second leg and beat them like 10-0 on aggregate, they're still not the anointed winners. And that's the one thing. I did pick them to win this tournament, and I still think they have a very good shot. Now, I would still say they're the slight favorites from all I've seen so far, and especially in this round, when it really starts to get serious, I'd say they're the slight favorites. And I think they could handle Champions League as well. Point is where is this tie going? It doesn't exactly add up to what other teams are doing. 1-0 by Alajuelense over Alianza. Strong win. Not dominant, but strong. Real España slapped CS Herediano 3-1. That's a pretty strong win at home, but nothing's ever over when you go down to Costa Rica and CONCACAF. Nothing's ever over. Tauro 0-0 with Motagua. That's a really good performance for Tauro, but Motagua's going down to Panama in the second leg, and pretty much if they score, that's their tie. It's more likely that they win the tie. Tauro needed to score an away goal, and they didn't. That leaves them a bit open. So, point is every team, this is where the tournament gets really serious, is the quarterfinals. Where the pretenders are out. There ain't no easy ties. I mean, this was an easy tie. Normally, there's no easy ties. But even then, Olimpia didn't smack Diriangén 6-0, and Diriangén had their chance to score a good couple of goals. This wasn't a dead rubber tie where one team is a freaking plankton and the other's a shark. No. I'd say it was more, you got a catfish versus a billy bass. One's bigger than the other, and one will probably eat the other. But you wouldn't be shocked if the catfish could fight back for itself. That's what Diriangén kind of looked like. It still got ate, but it tried to fight back. You know? That wasn't a really great... no, it wasn't great. But I tried. You know? With that being said, Olimpia did what they had to do. Tie's done. They're going to the semifinals. They're going to CONCACAF Champions League. They could sleep easy in next week. Don't sleep at the wheel, though. Wake up for 2 hours, then go to sleep. Happy that you got it completely done. Don't sleep at the wheel. That's what hurts you, but I don't think they will. So with that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification. Once you subscribe, send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in a playlist. Share it with friends and family. All that great stuff. I got Friday off. I'll see you on Saturday for Toronto, Atlanta United FC versus Toronto FC live in RSR. Toronto still has a chance to keep their season alive. They still have a slight nose hair of a chance. And I'll hold on to that until it gets plucked. So I'll see you then. And then maybe a Mississippi State versus Arizona live stream after. With an hour and a half in between, I should be good. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you then. Have a good weekend. Have a good Friday. Just have a fun weekend. See ya.